Welcome to Purefit Living. Imagine going to bed feeling healthy, only to wake up to a life-altering event, one you never saw coming. If you're over 60, this isn't just a scary story, it's a real risk. A common habit, taking certain daily vitamins, could be quietly raising your risk of stroke while you sleep. As a brain doctor, I've seen too many families blindsided by this hidden danger. The culprit? Not smoking, not diet, but the very supplements meant to help. Millions of seniors take vitamins for their bones, energy, or memory, but some, especially in high doses or at the wrong time, can backfire, putting your brain at risk. Today, I'll reveal 5 common vitamins that, under the wrong circumstances, can increase your risk of stroke, brain bleeds, or dangerous blood pressure spikes, especially during those vulnerable early morning hours. If you've ever taken vitamin D, E, B6, A, or niacin, this video could be life-saving. If you care about brain health, like and subscribe for more science-backed tips for older adults. Let's start with vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, a nutrient our bodies produce in response to sun exposure. It's become a staple in many households, and for good reason. It's widely praised for its benefits to bone health, helping to maintain strong and healthy skeletal structures, and for its crucial role in supporting a robust immune system. As we age, we're often told to take more vitamin D supplements, but it's important to understand that high-dose supplements, 5,000 or even 10,000 IU, can potentially be dangerous if not taken under proper medical supervision. Vitamin D plays a critical role in managing calcium levels in your blood, ensuring that your body has the right amount for various functions. However, too much vitamin D pulls excess calcium into your bloodstream, leading to a condition known as hypercalcemia, where calcium levels become abnormally high. That excess calcium doesn't simply disappear from your body, instead, it deposits in your arteries over time, gradually turning flexible and healthy vessels into brittle, hardened pipes, a process known as arterial calcification. This arterial calcification significantly raises blood pressure and increases the risk of stroke and other cardiovascular events, and this risk is amplified especially if you're taking these large doses of vitamin D supplements right before bed at night. I recall a case where I once treated Mr. Walter, a seemingly healthy 74-year-old gentleman who had been diligently taking 10,000 IU of vitamin D every night, believing he was doing something good for his health. Tragically, he suffered a massive stroke in his sleep one night, and upon examination, his vitamin D and calcium levels were alarmingly toxic, and his arteries showed significant signs of calcification. He genuinely thought he was protecting and strengthening his bones, preventing osteoporosis, but in reality he was unknowingly hardening his arteries and putting himself at serious risk. It's important to remember that the recommended daily allowance for adults over the age of 70 is just 800 IU of vitamin D. The danger with high doses is that they build up silently over time. There's typically no pain or noticeable symptoms as your arteries gradually harden. Taking a large dose of vitamin D at night floods your system with a surge of calcium, precisely when your body is at rest and your circulation is slower, giving the excess calcium even more time to settle and deposit in your arteries. After Mr. Walter's incident, his family realized that they had all been taking various supplements, often without a clear understanding of their potential effects, and without fully understanding the potential risks associated with excessive supplementation. True health isn't about consuming more and more pills, it's fundamentally about achieving balance in your lifestyle and diet. So, if you're currently taking high-dose vitamin D supplements without a confirmed diagnosis of a vitamin D deficiency, it's definitely worth reconsidering your approach. Always respect the power of vitamins and supplements. Work closely with your doctor to determine the right dosage for your individual needs and health status. Don't let a well-intentioned health habit inadvertently become a silent threat to your well-being. Prioritize obtaining your vitamin D from natural sources like food and safe, moderate sunlight exposure whenever possible. Remember, supplements should be used to fill a specific nutritional gap, not to create a new set of health dangers. Always have an open and honest conversation with your doctor before making any significant changes to your supplement regimen. Next is vitamin E, often marketed for its antioxidant properties, cell protection, and purported heart health benefits. It's a popular supplement, readily available over the counter, and many people take it without fully understanding its potential effects. In reality, high-dose vitamin E acts as a blood thinner, a property that's not always widely known or emphasized. This effect can be significant, influencing how your blood clots and potentially increasing the risk of bleeding. This is especially risky if you're already on prescribed blood thinners like warfarin, a medication used to prevent blood clots in conditions like atrial fibrillation or after a stroke, or even over-the-counter aspirin, which also has blood-thinning effects. Combining vitamin E supplements, particularly at higher doses like 400 IU or more, with these medications can make your blood dangerously thin, creating a potentially hazardous situation within your body. This raises the risk of a hemorrhagic stroke, a bleed in the brain, a severe and life-threatening event. Take the case of Mrs. Evelyn Brooks, 81, who, seeking to boost her health, added 800 IU of vitamin E to her existing warfarin regimen without consulting her doctor. Shortly after, she suffered a massive brain bleed, a devastating consequence of this interaction. Upon examination, her blood was found to be far too thin, dangerously so. Many people compartmentalize their health routines, separating their prescriptions from their supplements, not realizing that these substances interact within the same body, potentially leading to harmful effects. High-dose vitamin E is not just a benign vitamin, it's a potent substance with drug-like effects. Even without taking other blood thinners, research indicates that doses above 400 IU have been linked to an increased risk of heart failure and even higher overall mortality. Obtaining vitamin E from food sources, such as nuts, seeds, and spinach, is a much safer and more balanced approach. Furthermore, synthetic supplements can deplete other beneficial forms of vitamin E within your body, potentially creating new and unforeseen nutritional imbalances. Therefore, if you're currently taking any blood-thinning medication, whether prescribed or over-the-counter, it's crucial that you don't take vitamin E supplements without first obtaining your doctor's explicit approval and guidance. For the vast majority of people, high-dose vitamin E is likely to do more harm than good, presenting unnecessary risks. Prioritize obtaining your vitamin E from natural food sources, rather than relying on a supplement bottle. Always be sure to tell your doctor about every single pill, supplement, and medication you are currently taking. This transparency and open communication could very well save your life. Remember, supplements and medications can and do interact with each other, so don't risk a preventable tragedy by being uninformed or neglecting to disclose your full medication and supplement regimen. Be cautious, be informed, and always consult with your healthcare provider before making changes to your supplement routine. Vitamin B6 is often found in nerve support supplements, promising relief from tingling or numbness. While B6 is essential, too much can cause the very nerve damage it's supposed to prevent. The recommended daily intake is about 1.7 milligrams, but many supplements contain 50, 100, or even 200 milligrams, hundreds of times what you need. Excess B6 accumulates and becomes toxic, leading to peripheral neuropathy, numbness, loss of balance, and falls. Mr. Harold Jenkins, 76, took a high-potency nerve formula with 200 milligrams of B6. His mild tingling worsened, spreading up his legs. He lost his balance and fell. Only after a hospital visit did doctors discover B6 toxicity. The damage was partly permanent. The supplement industry is poorly regulated, and nerve support marketing can be dangerously misleading. At high doses, B6 acts as a neurotoxin. Symptoms develop slowly: tingling, burning, then muscle weakness and loss of coordination. Many blame age or arthritis, not realizing their supplement is the cause. If you start a new supplement and develop new symptoms, consider the supplement as a possible culprit. Don't assume more is better. True nerve issues need a real diagnosis, not a megadose of vitamins. Talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement. Protect your nerves by being skeptical and informed. Vitamin A is famous for eye health, but high-dose supplements can be dangerous. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. Excess builds up, causing toxicity. The most serious risk isn't to your eyes, but to your brain. Too much vitamin A can cause intracranial hypertension, dangerously high pressure inside your skull. Symptoms mimic a stroke: severe headaches, blurred vision, dizziness, and loss of coordination. Miss Dorothy Simmons, 79, took 10,000 IU of preformed vitamin A daily, over 4 times the recommended amount. She developed headaches, double vision, and dizziness. Tests for stroke were negative, but her vitamin A was toxic. Stopping the supplement reversed her symptoms, but recovery was slow. Marketing for vision support supplements is compelling, but high doses of preformed vitamin A, retinol palmitate or acetate, are risky. Beta-carotene from fruits and vegetables is much safer. Your body only converts what it needs. Preformed vitamin A from supplements and animal products bypasses this safety net. Read supplement labels carefully. Don't let fear of vision loss push you into a new danger. Protect your health with a balanced diet, not high-dose pills. If you're worried about your eyes, talk to your doctor before starting supplements. The best defense is knowledge and moderation. Niacin, also known as vitamin B3, was once commonly prescribed in high doses by doctors. It was a fairly standard practice for a period of time. Primarily, it was used to lower cholesterol levels in patients who were at risk of heart disease or had existing high cholesterol. However, new and emerging research is showing that the potential risks associated with high-dose niacin may actually outweigh the perceived benefits for a significant portion of the population. The medical community is re-evaluating its use. One of the most well-known side effects of high-dose niacin is the niacin flush. This flush is characterized by an intense feeling of heat and visible redness of the skin, resulting from the rapid dilation of blood vessels near the surface. This sudden and significant drop in blood pressure that accompanies the flush can be particularly dangerous, especially for older adults who may already be vulnerable to blood pressure fluctuations. This can lead to a range of issues including dizziness, lightheadedness, fainting spells, and an increased risk of falls, which can have serious consequences. Even more concerning is the potential for these blood pressure swings to trigger transient ischemic attacks, often referred to as TIAs. These TIAs are essentially mini-strokes that can be a warning sign of a more significant stroke to come. Consider the case of Mr. Frank Miller, an 82-year-old man who was taking a substantial 2,000 milligrams dose of niacin every day in an attempt to lower his cholesterol. He began to experience the characteristic flushes, along with episodes of dizziness. He also suffered brief periods of weakness and temporary vision loss, which were quite alarming. These symptoms were classic indicators of a TIA, a serious warning sign that something was amiss. Thankfully, his wife was observant and recognized the potential severity of these signs. She acted quickly and got him to the hospital, potentially preventing a full-blown stroke from occurring. It's crucial to remember that high-dose niacin is not simply a harmless vitamin, it's a potent drug with significant effects on the body. The fact that it's readily available over the counter can create a misleading sense of safety and harmlessness. The risks associated with high-dose niacin extend beyond just the flush and potential TIAs. They also include the possibility of liver damage. Furthermore, it can lead to elevated blood sugar levels and a variety of unpleasant gastrointestinal problems. In contemporary medical practice, the use of high-dose niacin is becoming increasingly rare due to these concerns. However, it's important to note that niacin supplements, often in high doses, are still widely available on the market. Therefore, it's imperative that you never self-prescribe high-dose niacin without proper guidance. It should only be taken under the strict supervision and guidance of a qualified medical professional. Remember, the niacin flush is not a sign that the supplement is working or that you're becoming healthier. It's a warning signal from your body. Don't put your brain at risk for a supplement that may not even provide the cholesterol-lowering benefits you're seeking. Instead, work closely with your doctor to develop a safe and effective plan for managing your cholesterol levels. Just because something is labeled as natural doesn't automatically guarantee its safety or effectiveness. Always be vigilant and informed about what you're putting into your body, and make sure to discuss any supplements with your healthcare provider. After hearing these stories, you might wonder, if vitamins can be risky, what's the alternative? Your body thrives on real, whole foods, not high-dose pills. Mrs. Margaret Wilson swapped her supplements for a colorful, nutrient-rich diet. Her dizziness vanished, her mind cleared, and her health improved. Focus on leafy greens, fatty fish, berries, nuts, seeds, and whole grains for brain and heart health. Supplements should fill gaps, not replace real food. Awareness is your best medicine. Read labels, ask questions, and listen to your body. If this video helped you, share one change you'll make in the comments. Like and subscribe for more science-backed health tips. You're not alone on this journey. It's never too late to take control of your health.